forces collide. Fingers twist, dials chasing the tide. Antenna stretch high, scratching the sky. Crackling whispers, the reason we try. Shenanigans live stream rolling tonight. James and Dan breaking the quiet fight. Ham radio scream in the park's twilight. Electric chaos under the moonlight. Frequencies dance, they jump and they burn. Signals lost, found, taking their turn. Echoes of voices from miles afar. Tangled up messengers under the stars. Shenanigans live stream rolling tonight. James and Dan breaking the quiet fight. Ham radio scream in the park's twilight. Electric chaos under the moonlight. Spin the wheels, send the call. Voices rise, towers tall. Crashing waves of sound collide. No escape, nowhere to hide. Shenanigans live stream rolling tonight. James and Dan breaking the quiet fight. Ham radio scream in the park's twilight. Electric chaos under the moonlight.
What is up, Ham Radio? Kilo Echo 8 Papa Zoo November, the Ham Radio Adventure Guy. Thanks for stopping by. Your one stop for everything Adventure Radio. It is Sunday. Time for some shenanigans, some great music, and a whole lot of fun, and a whole lot of thanking of the Patreons. Awesome, awesome people. Actually got to visit with a Patreon who come up from Alabama this weekend. Whiskey One Whiskey Charlie came up with his lovely wife Anna and his friend Ken. Had a great time activating with them. Me and Josh did. So good times, good times. Also, shout out to the YouTube members. You guys are equally as important. And remember, YouTube members, you need to get in on the Christmas party because I'm going to be drawing names very soon so people can start buying gifts. So if you want in on the Christmas party, let me know. Patreons, you already know. And the Adventure Club, the the always changing board that didn't change. I can't talk today. But thank you guys very much. You guys are awesome. What's up, Dan?
Yeah, speaking of Whiskey One, Whiskey Charlie, who was first in the chat, right now he's listening from the riding lawnmower. How is that for dedication? And he did. I'm surprised. I want to know how he did this. Brian, how did you get your passport to leave Alabama when the government was shut down? That's going to be that's interesting to me. But yes, first in the chat was Whiskey One, Whiskey Charlie, listening from the lawnmower. John, Kilo 8, November, India, Victor. What's going on, my friend? Daryl, Kilo Oscar 4, Sierra X-Ray Hotel. What's up? What's up? Scott, N2 TKT. Good evening to you, Andy Callie. Always good to see you. KO4 FSZ Antennas. What's going on, Chris? Kenny the Dragon, Victor Echo 3, Delta, Alpha, Charlie. What's going on? Let's scroll down here. Peace and blessings from Kilo 8, Golf, Quebec. Always good to see you, Terry. James Walker is here.
5-3 from West Virginia, by the way.
Yeah. 5-3 on the summit. Appreciate it. Dad's here, Kilo Delta 9 uniform, Victor Kilo. Smoking Poda. My buddy Eddie is here, Kilo Oscar 4 November. Love. What's going on? Martini, Whiskey Delta 4, Juliet. Mike gives everybody a 3-3 from Missouri. Ken, Kilo, Quebec 4, Sierra, Tango, Foxtrot. Good evening to you, Ken. Marvin, what's going on? Good evening to you. Dennis, Alpha Delta 9 and Whiskey. Mike, hello. Kelly Rose, KI4, JAV, hello to you. Keep on scrolling. Chris, what's going on, buddy? 5'9" from East Tennessee, Whiskey 0, Charlie Golf Charlie. And that rounds out the list of who was here early on the live stream, episode number 142 of Shenanigans. We are creeping up there, buddy. Yeah. Let me bring out my handy dandy calculator because we know we don't math on stream. 142 divided by 52 because there's 52 weeks in a year. We've been at this for 2.7 years.
2.7 years for Shenanigans Hour.
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting. Very,
How
very
about
interesting.
that? What is going on, my brother James? How's the weather treating you?
Well, it depends on where I'm at, whether I'm here in town or whether I'm on a summit. Because I'll tell you, I went this morning and I did a 10-point summit, which is probably the biggest point summit I've ever done.
How your knees doing?
And I will tell you what. So it was 76 degrees down here, and it was 48 degrees with 25 mile an hour winds up there. So it was a little on the cold side. If you've seen pictures, you've seen me in a toboggan and my HRAG hoodie. So yeah, it was a little cold up there.
And interestingly enough, you were actually wearing your HRAG hoodie because it was cold, not because you were hunkered underneath it because the sun was a problem, right?
That's true. That's true. That there you go, guys. Everybody needs an HRAG hoodie. Right. It doesn't matter if it's summer or winter or what. It's got something for everything, you know.
You can use it as a tent.
I felt like when that activation there, I felt like I was one of those people that get under the blankets with the steaming hot water to try to open up their sinuses.
Yeah.
That's what that activation felt like to me, that one. So,
speaking of Missouri, if I know anyone near Columbia, my cousin, this is KO4 FSZ antennas, we throw it up here so everybody can read it. My cousin just got in a bad accident, and him and his girlfriend are stranded at the hospital in Providence. Interesting. So if anybody is near there and can help out, lend a brother Ham a hand. Sorry to hear that, dude. Hope they well, I guess if they're stranded at the hospital, they're doing well and they want to go home. So
yeah,
that's positive. Yes.
That's definitely a good thing. So yeah, other than that, the weather's good. It is kind of weird here right now because like during the day it's like 76 to 89 degrees, but during the evening it's been getting really cool. So I've been keeping the HRAG hoodie, handy because there was a couple of late shifts that I went out and I was like, yeah, it's cold.
Yeah.
So
when the sun goes down,
it shifts quick here in the mountains. That's for sure.
Wow. She said she has 10 broken bones. Wow, man. Hopefully she gets healed back up though. That sounds crazy.
That sounds like a real bad accident to me. 10 bones.
But hey, I mean, to be optimistic, I'd rather have 10 bones than some people carrying me to a gravesite. So hey, you can always replace the car. You can replace everything else. But it's good that she made it through.
Good deal.
Okay, so they're going to keep her there. That makes sense. Keep her there at the hospital, and then after they can discharge her is when she needs the ride back to wherever. Is that correct? So it's not like imperative. They're looking to get out now. Man, that sucks. Sucks to hear. No, our buddy over in on the other side of the planet, 12 hours away, How you doing there, buddy? Good to see you.
75 Qs on 6 meters.
6 meters. Wow.
That is
4 new
awesome.
DXTCs on satellites. That is awesome. Oh yeah, you're in a totally different footprint now. That's going to be a blast over there. Yes, sir. Heck
Yeah, since I got here, I haven't really had much time because I've been getting situated satellite, Eric. I did get one satellite pass in yesterday, right after an activation. It's actually great. I'm going to make it short of my big mishap. So I keep my phone on a tripod near me to where I can watch the satellite pass, and I was getting every time I'd call my call out, I was getting hammered by somebody that was louder than me, evidently. And I went to turn around and say, I'm getting hammered by these guys, and my coax caught the tripod and jerked it and made the tripod fall down. And I tried to catch it, but it didn't work very well. So then I had no idea where the satellite was, and I was just trying to track it. I still ended up making a contact afterwards, but I totally lost that satellite. So my first one in a new grid, and that's how it ended up being one contact. But one contact is better than no contact. So
there you go. Absolutely. Going on, Mike Roberts. That's the PP man. KEAPTX.
It's on the sink in your bathroom. You were drinking it while you were sitting on your throne, and you set it on the sink.
Scary how you know that, but you know. And I must be living under a rock because Eric, this is the first I've seen Making Waves Radio next to your name. That is an awesome channel name. I'm going to throw your channel here in the chat here in a minute. Everybody go over there. If you want some good satellite content as well as what James puts out, gear review, stuff like that. Buddy Eric right there has it going on.
Yeah, I noticed it the other day on YouTube that it was saying Making Waves.
Yeah, that is really cool. Throw his link here in the chat. Y'all go check him out.
Yeah, I'm hoping sometime in the next couple of weeks, Eric, to move over and start doing a little bit of linears. So that's my plan. I've about got everything squared away where I can do it. So I can't wait to do that. Kilo 8 Golf Quebec, stirring the pot radio.
Terry, you should just name your channel Kilo 8 Golf Quebec. Kilo 8 Golf Quebec. Kilo 8 Golf Quebec.
535353 West Virginia. 535353. He said
it's so funny sometimes when
he screamed 5-3 to me like 3 times a day, and I just started laughing. I said, "Can you say that 5-3 2 more times?" And somebody in my pileup just lost it laughing.
What is so hilarious to me is sometimes he is just right in that propagation gap where he can barely hear you, and he knows that you can barely hear him, and he's pushing everything he has, and I hear him down here like 30 over, you know, and I'm like, oh my god.
Well, it was funny. So I did that summit, and then we went and did a twofer, which was not far from the summit. It was actually on the Appalachian Trail. Actually, a really cool lookout tower was there as well. I took a few pictures of, but we went and did that, and then I came back and I had taken the DX10 in today instead of the FTX1 because I was told there was going to be high noise at this summit. So I really wanted to filter out good for the CW, and it still didn't filter out very great. The noise was really bad. But I kept having that problem. If you've ever activated with me here in the last several months, I've been having a problem when I take the DX10 out where I'm losing power. And I finally have determined what it is. It's the plug in the back of the radio. But which is weird. I can set it here on the desk and plug it into the house. And I don't know if that plug's a little beefier or something and don't move, but it seems to work fine and never shut off here at the house. So
So you think it's the plug on the back of the radio or the plug on the cable that plugs into the radio?
I think it's the plug on the back of the radio, but I just think that one that I have here in the house is a little beefier and holds it in place better.
I figured you were on the DX10 because I knew the problem you had in the past with it. And when I hunted you on that soda, you kept stop sending like midstream.
Yeah.
And I knew, so then I pretty much knew, okay, he's on DX10. He's having the same power problem. So I was
Yep. And people, when I was on sideband, they're like, yeah, you cut out for a minute, but you're 5'9" now.
What do you think causes the high noise there? Is there anything like power lines going over the summit or?
Oh no, there's towers everywhere.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, there's huge towers everywhere.
Yeah.
One of them had a generator running.
Ugh.
And the other one had a Generac system. So yeah.
That'll do it. There's been times in the park where somebody with a noisy generator somewhere would crank it up and blow out HF for everybody in the entire park.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, man.
But after that, I was regretting not taking the FTX one because I finally just got discouraged. I could have kept going for a while. I was doing really well on 20 meters and just, you don't hear that from me a lot either. I was doing really well on 20 meters.
It's interesting how you can't get it to happen at home though. Because the only difference there would be the actual end, the end on the power cable you plug into the DX1.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm thinking maybe it's
But I've tried different cords in the field.
That is so weird.
A couple of different ones.
I don't know. What's up, Zach? Welcome, buddy. K4 Zulu, Sierra Romeo.
The only thing I maybe could do is make me a pigtail and get it really securely in there and try it like that. No, I'm not using the battery at home. I'm using a power supply.
Take your battery that you use, the King's Power Box, bring it inside, hook it to the same cable that you don't have problems with inside, and see if you still have the problem.
Well, I use one of those little cheap power supplies, and I've got that thing wired into that power supply.
Nah. Got you.
So... But I don't think it's the power cables that I'm using in the field or the battery, because I can take the same power cable and the same battery and plug my radio right into it, and it doesn't do it at all.
Yeah.
Even turning up the power, I've even turned it up to 100 watts on another radio, seeing if it maybe I wasn't getting enough.
I think that WD4 DAN fella might have messed it up a couple years ago when he touched it or something.
But it's not only the FTX one. I've did multiple other radios. So.
And it's only the DX10 that has the problem. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now the 991A and the DX10 take the same power plug, right?
Yep.
So you run your 991 on the same power cord that the DX10 has problems with.
No. 991A don't have the problem. The FTX1 don't have the problem.
Okay. Something wonky on the connector on the DX10. Then.
I think it's in the back. I can move it a little bit. I don't think I should be able to move it a little bit.
JB Weld, man. The JB Weld of power, make you a little pigtail and just put construction adhesive in there and just slam it together. I mean, what can go wrong?
Well, I heard that there was a shop on Etsy or something that sold a conversion to make the back of a DX10 or 710 into power poles.
There you go.
And I'm trying to. Does anybody know exactly how long Yaesu's warranty is? I was trying to figure that out. I haven't looked it up. But I'm pretty sure it should be out of warranty by now. And if so, I might just do that conversion and change it to power poles in the back. Chris says 3 years.
Yeah, it'll be out of warranty then.
So yeah, it's out of warranty.
Well, no,
No,
it'll be out of
Got-
warranty. You got another month.
I do got another month. Yep.
Yeah. You got another month. Maybe just a tad over a month. Maybe like a month and a week. So yeah.
Yeah, but then it's $100 to send the radio out to California.
Yeah.
Because I won't send it without the insurance. Because then it would get there just totally trashed, and they're like, "You sent us a trash radio. We can't fix this."
Something will happen to the power connector or something. Yeah.
Chris, just void the damn warranty.
Just void the warranty. The other Chris, Whiskey Zero Charlie Golf Charlie, had to send his DX10 back for a firmware issue. Wow.
Yeah,
he said he tried to update it and it didn't work or something.
Let's talk about firmware. Dan, do you always update your firmware in your radios?
Depends on if it updates, if it fixes something that I want fixed. Yeah. If not, probably not.
So you actually follow the firmware updates and see what they're fixing?
I mean, if I see one come out, yeah, I mean, I'll read and see. I mean, like I don't do like, if it fixes a problem with CW decoding, I wouldn't upgrade the firmware.
So like if I get a radio that's been out for a little while that they've done got all the bugs out of, I never update the firmware. Now the FTX one, which is a new radio and still has bugs in it, I've did all the firmware updates. But like the DX10 here, it's never had a firmware update.
Hey. Call them and see. So Chris said they paid shipping.
They paid
awesome.
for it. All right. Well, I can do that.
Yeah. So, I mean, if a firmware doesn't fix something that I'm having a problem with, I won't. No.
Because I know when I sent my 991A back, I paid for shipping and insurance on the way out there. They paid for shipping on the way back.
Yeah, you run that. Yeah, he runs custom firmware. He runs that Alabama version.
Yeah. Hey. I could do some custom firmware, but I'm not sure my radio would even work again. But I bet my radios would make a mean milkshake, though.
That's right. Had a similar problem. It was an aftermarket power cord. Yeah, give him a call. Explain the problem to him and say, hey, I got a buddy who had to send his back and y'all picked up the shipping. Or just call, shoot, what's his name in email? John.
So, now when I thought, when they wanted me to send my FTX1 back, they were going to pay for shipping on the way. They sent me a shipping label. Ooh, I wonder if that shipping label would work for my DX10.
It's probably a different weight. Just a little bit heavier.
Yeah, because he just wanted me to send the head back. But it ended up not being the problem. It was a corrupt firmware file. So I've had firmware problems before too. But it was a corrupt firmware file. And then I actually got the firmware file from the tech at Yazoo that he used to update his radio, and it fixed the problem.
But yeah, if it doesn't fix a problem I'm having, I'm not going to touch it if it's working fine.
Yeah, that's my thing about firmware. If my radio's working fine in the way I want it to, other than, being able to do my voice recordings because Dan messed it up, I could send my radio back and be like, yeah, and when you fix that, could you see if you could fix my voice recordings for me?
Yeah. See, my luck would be, I'd say, oh, look, a new firmware that fixes a problem with the RIDI. And I'll say, all right, cool. And I'll put it on there and all of a sudden my CW only sends DITs. It's like, oh, come
on. Yeah, that's funny that you said that because I think I did go Whiskey Delta like 3 times, lose power and try it again.
Yeah. Yeah, as soon as I heard you cutting off, like midstream coming back on CW, I figured, okay, he's on the DX10. I know he's cussing right now. He's probably about to throw the thing off the summit. I'm just gonna sit here and wait for him to
you
come
have
back.
no idea. Matter of fact, I have some footage because I was shooting some shorts, and I have some footage of me losing my crap today.
Those are make good member only videos.
Mm-hmm. Those are going to be good Christmas presents for people.
Yeah, there you go. The Fox has made it into the chat. KO4FX, what's going on, buddy?
Oh Lord, but yeah, it's been good this week. Like I said, Brian came up and we got activate with them and did the summit today. And there's almost everything here is a twofer.
Yeah,
like 4509. Just it's everywhere.
Yeah, well, it's pretty much the whole state. Almost. You step out your front door. Oh, you're in 4509.
Well, I mean, there's spots on Josh's road that's 4509.
Yeah.
Would I activate there? No. But there's spots on his road that's 4509. And then after a little bit of research, I found another thing that makes other twofers and some threefers for him now. So later on this week, I will be running a threefer from up here.
Why don't you do that five for us up there?
I don't know where any fifers are in North Carolina myself.
Oh.
But
bands were really good today. The Fox, yeah, they were. They were really good last night. That's crazy. I think the solar wind has subsided. The bands are getting back to normal.
I think they're weird right now. They're area good.
Yeah.
They're not like good. Like it's either I'm 5'9" at your house, and then 3 houses over I'm a 5'3", and then 6 houses over I'm 20 over, and then it bounces back to you again, and you can barely hear me. It's like area good right now, and I don't like that. Just widen the park map.
Yeah, man. If you're looking, just zoom out. You can find a twofer. You zoom out far enough, and those yellow dots you're seeing on the screen. That means you can do all of them, right?
No, I was putting maps under microscopes this week, looking at stuff.
Yeah.
So
this little 2 square foot jumps out here.
Well, the thing is that they're more stretched out than what I'm used to. So I'm trying to find areas where I can hit easier. Like 3 parks a day is not enough for me. That's all I can say.
So they're more stretched out in North Carolina than they are in West Virginia.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Well, in this part of North Carolina.
Okay. Gotcha.
Now,
so
if you go down to Murphy, they're a lot closer.
Oh, okay.
Together. Murphy's a lot closer together.
So Murphy's a little less stretched out than up there.
Yeah, but down here they're more stretched out. So I've been trying to put together, and now I've got it to where now that I've done a little bit of research, I can. If I didn't do it the night before or something, I'm not playing your game, Dan. I'm not falling.
I'm just asking questions, Yeah.
I've got it where I can hit a twofer.
Yeah. Go
down the hill a little ways, hit a one for cross the bridge, and hit a different twofer.
A different twofer, yeah.
So 4 parks in about 5 miles, maybe.
It's not bad. Yeah. That's closer than Whiskey Victor, isn't it? I mean, 5 miles.
Yeah, for 4 parks, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
The best I can do in 5 miles in Whiskey Victor is 2.
And you found a panther.
And I found a panther.
Yeah.
Listen, my cousin said I couldn't stay in North Carolina unless I could find a panther. And if you've missed a picture, I found a panther.
Yeah.
Jamie needed more Panther, so I got her more Panther.
More Panther. That's right. I got to find the picture. I don't remember where it was.
I think I sent it. I don't remember where I sent it.
Yeah, I'm looking. I'll find it. Maybe. Ain't no telling.
Maybe Signal.
That's where I'm looking first. I remember it was you standing in front of the sign pointing at it. I remember what it looked like. I just don't remember. I don't see it. Anyway.
Chris said Kerry and Ray invaded his territory yesterday. Yeah, they were in North Carolina as well. I told them that if they got south of Asheville to let me know. I think they're on their way back today.
Oh, you found Huckleberry Drive too.
Yes, I did find Huckleberry Drive.
Yeah. So on that one, I'm still scrolling. Our Discord's pretty active. So I have to scroll back here. Man, this might be a minute. Y'all talk too much.
Well, if you've heard I'm your Huckleberry going off 50,000 times, I keep looking over at my phone. It's Discord going off.
Yeah. Okay, I don't think it was in. Maybe it was in POTA chat.
She said she sent you the picture, Dan.
Oh, cool. That makes it easier. Ah, there it is. Okay. Yeah, that made it a lot. Man, look at that. All right, share screen. I don't want to share my only hams. Where's my other screen? Oh, I can't share that one because it's. I got to download the picture.
So November 3 Whiskey Echo Romeo said POTA stations in West Virginia and me never get along. For instance, I worked for worked all states and even got not one but two operators in West Virginia. But do you think they would confirm on QRZ even after I emailed and asked very nicely?
Wow.
Well, you would think so. I mean, the first thing I do is send my whole logs to QRZ before it even goes to POTA. So there we go.
That's weird how they wouldn't even do the QRZ. There we go. We got a Panther.
Panther branch. There we go.
Let me read this sign here. Except where facilities are provided and approved activities are posted, it is unlawful to use any public boating and fishing area for purposes other than boating and fishing. So you cannot activate from a boat. Isn't that something?
And that is the Need More Game Lands.
Yeah.
Where that is at.
Panther branch.
Panther branch of the Need More Game Lands.
Yes, sir. The Hill Billingham's Amateur Radio Club is here. Hello. NC4 Hotel.
So all I can say is November 3 Whiskey Echo Romeo. Hold off until about March when I go back to West Virginia and make a contact with me, and I'll confirm with you.
Or actually no. I was going to say Sierra Lima Tango, but looks like some of them I've got confirmed on QRZ, but not all of them. But yeah, on November 8th, Sierra Lima Tango, if you hear him, he's also another good bet. Yeah.
So, I mean, Terry and Reed, I would say both of them confirm as well.
Yeah. That's Kilo 8 Golf Quebec and Alpha Bravo 8 Alpha Sierra. You hear them? That's a good chance. There was a QSO party going on today. Does anybody know? I heard
Terry says if you work Kilo 8 Golf Quebec, you're confirmed.
Yeah. Twice.
Yeah, that's the one thing I like to do
California QSO party. That's what it was.
is I actually confirm on QRZ and Logbook of the World once again. It's so nice to have that thing working again.
I'm gonna go pressure wash the car. Come down here and hit. You can hit my truck while you're doing that if you want.
Be careful, you may not have no paint left on it when you after you're done if the pressure washer's too hard.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's a good weekend for radio, though. I heard got a lot of good stations. We're down to just a handful left that I need for a true worked all states for the club. But I don't consider using the wild card as actually getting the award. That's just me, though.
No.
Like I wouldn't, even though I got the certificate, if I still needed one because I got it with a wild card, I wouldn't go flaunt that.
When I got my Poto
That's
worked
just
all
me.
states with the wild card, I never even claimed I had it.
No. I've been working activators who aren't turning in logs. They aren't turning in logs to POTA. Are they new activators or?
That doesn't make sense to me. I don't like my logs from earlier today are already in the system. That's how I roll. So, but
yeah, y'all go check this out. The last one that Whiskey Delta 4 Juliet Mike needed for worked all states was the wild card.
Well, then you actually had worked all states because
Yeah,
DC is not technically a state.
Yeah, that is true.
I don't know. I don't know, John. That's beyond me. I don't know why anybody wouldn't turn and Ank Radio, not Tank, Ank Radio, Whiskey 1 Whiskey Charlie is caught up on his logs.
John, look at their profile to see if they've uploaded a log yet. And if they have, maybe they just got your call sign wrong or something.
Yeah,
feel like if I'm missing my right arm if I don't upload the same day.
If I don't upload, like I'm used to uploading from the park.
Yeah,
and that's what I normally do. But here I've been uploading when I get back because not that Starlink doesn't work good enough, because it does, but all the parks, I'm surprised Starlink works where I'm activating at. Like, because here's the thing, Dan knows when I point my Starlink in Alabama, and it's pointed toward the clear sky, but there's just little tree branches coming out.
Yeah,
it would give you fits. And here I'm driving around with full tree covering and still getting signal.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm surprised it even works. So I just go ahead and wait till I get back that evening and upload them. Except today I came back for the stream and I went ahead and did earlier today, and I'll go out tonight and I'm only doing a late shift tonight. I'm not doing an early late because I'm not going very far. And I've done did one of the parks that I'm doing for late shift as well. I'm doing a 2 for late shift, but I've did one of the parks. So it'll only be a late shift. So it'll be after 8 when I go out tonight. But that'll be uploaded as soon as I come back. Like first off, it drives me crazy. And not only does it drive me crazy, but I get like 15 blue million emails like hey, I worked you in this park and I don't have credit for it yet. Okay.
Like, dude, it's only been 45 minutes. Give me a break.
Like, I'm not even home yet. Can you please wait?
Yeah, just be glad you didn't call me during February. Because he don't log in February at all. Dom, what's going on, brother? NC4XL, that's North Carolina for extreme lovers. But he's not. He's just plain old Dom. Always.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. If you repeatedly work a certain station and they're not turning in logs, I wouldn't work them.
Yeah, it goes on my mental do not work list.
I get it. Some people are on vacation and maybe they won't log for a couple of days or something. I mean, I know when I go to a ham fest sometimes, it's I have not uploaded the same day, and I feel dirty when I upload the next day. But if it's 3 days out and you're not in the log, there's a problem.
Yeah.
Nobody should take over 3 days to log nothing.
Not even if you paper log. With our buddy Don paper logs, and he'll get 600 contacts, and then within 2 days he has them up there.
Exactly. He starts on them the very next day and gets them in there. So there's no excuse for people taking months and months and months.
Especially if you use Polo or any other modern logger on a computer, because it can spit out the file that you just upload. You don't got to do anything to it. You just upload it. Not hard.
Yep.
I wonder if some of these they didn't get their 10 contacts, so they don't feel like they are obligated to upload.
Well, if that's the case, they're a trashy activator.
Yeah.
If you get 9 contacts and don't turn them in, shame on you.
If you have trouble,
sorry, I'm new to this. How do I log?
If you have trouble getting activated for whatever reason, if anybody in the chat or if anybody in the future happens to be watching this, if you have trouble getting activated for whatever reason, join our Discord. I just dropped the links in the chat. You will get activated. Promise you.
Especially if you're on the automated spot list.
That's right. Because some of us in Discord have 2 or 3 or sometimes 4 different calls that we can give you. We'll get you activated. Don't worry about that. Just let us know that you need help. You're running rough, and we'll get you activated.
So I know where you bought your pre-logging system at, Eric. I know what website that comes from, so that is not legal, bud. But
that is hilarious.
I know there's somebody else that does that.
That is so funny.
He pre and post logs, Eric.
That's right.
He'll put down who he thinks was going to work him, who he worked, and then who he thought should have worked him.
That's right. That's just double the fun right there, buddy. Absolutely.
Funny stuff.
That is so funny.
Now, Eddie brought up a good point. If you worked him in CW and you're not in his log, that means he busted the call. But that's not going to be his fault, because I'm going to tell you that if I work Eddie and I send Kilo Echo 8 Papa Zulu November, and Eddie sends back Kilo Echo 8 Lima Zulu November, and I send him a signal report, Eddie thinks he worked Kilo Echo 8 Lima Zulu November.
That's his fault.
It's my fault for not making sure that he sent back the right thing. And that happens a lot of times. People do not know.
Brian says, I heard the call sound, so I logged it. That's why I run 3K wide CW. Oh, that is great.
But yeah, that's a bad thing, because there's a lot of people that will work me on CW, and there's people that'll hunt you in CW, and they will send their call 3 times, and each time it'll be different. So when I think I've got one that's the actual call and I send it to them, if they confirm that, that's what's going in the log. But I've had it happen this week where a guy sent his call sign, and I can't even remember where it was a Kilo Quebec 4. And let's say I put Kilo Quebec 4 ? And one time he went Bravo India Sierra, and I just ain't the letters, Bravo India Sierra. And then I put Kilo Quebec 4 ? And then the next time he put Victor India Sierra. And then the third time he put Uniform India Sierra. So whichever one I sent to him is what got logged in. Guess what? When I got home, it wasn't a call and it got deleted. Because he didn't respot me. if he would have respotted me and I would have had a Kilo Quebec 4 Tango India Sierra, it would have went in the log if it wasn't in there. So that's another thing. Respot the people you hunt.
Y'all are all fire tonight. Only have 9 QSOs, log a beacon. I know of a good one on 10 meters. That's on sideband.
Eric, this is why they send you across the world. Oh God.
I know a good 10-meter beacon on sideband too. But
Yeah, I know that beacon quite well. Hey, wait! If you work that beacon, is it a contact? Because it's a real call.
Absolutely. If you hang around long enough, you can get 2 call signs out of it. Oh man, y'all are lit
I want to
tonight.
go. I want to go try to work that beacon and just sit there and call park to park to it.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, Lord.
Beacon. That's great. Oh my goodness. I wonder if you listen to the ARRL news thing on CW, if you can log that.
Oh, Dan, maybe we should start beacons on the air.
There you hey.
Boda.
Well, there's already a Boda. We got a Biota.
Biota. That
Beacon.
sounds great. Biota.
That's right. Beacons on the air. Yeah, as John said, smack that like button. We're having fun this Sunday on Shenanigans.
Oh, I'm not going to forget my satellite, Dom, because I actually got us a Boda satellite and that passed the other day. So
send a signal report back to the beacon. Yeah.
So,
I wonder, you know, beacons are. I understand the concept of a beacon, and I understand AI is now coming. It's becoming a normal thing in life. Just AI, right? I wonder if I could make an AI beacon that, you know, on 10 meters or whatever. So I'll put up a beacon that not only transmits but listens, and the AI will say, "Oh, okay, KE8PZN." It'll send your call sign back to you and goes. It'll give you a real signal report back. Wouldn't that be cool? You know,
if you could enable it with laser GPS to where it could tell people that they shouldn't be activating at McDonald's, that would be a really cool AI beacon.
Yeah.
By the way, if you missed Dan's recent video upload of Willet Antenna, you should probably watch that. It was pretty funny.
It says he loved the McDonald's activation.
And somebody else was talking about it.
I'm still trying to figure out. I haven't had a chance to look on the map to figure out if that was a fifer or not, but we'll get there. KC1PSK, Todd, what's up,
buddy? Oh,
we are full of it tonight, man.
Yeah, we're on a roll, and Eric's on a roll with us. So,
what time
is it? What time is it where you're at, Eric? Probably like 3 in the morning or something.
It's 12 hours different from here, so it's
12 hours. Okay,
6:43 a.m. Yeah.
How are you so chipper at 6:43 a.m.?
That daggone military coffee is some strong stuff.
He's like Zingbot from Big Brother. Zing! That's what you should have changed your YouTube to, Eric the Zingbot.
That is great. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look into that AI beacon thing. I think that sounds pretty cool. It'd be even cool to have something like on 20 meters stuffed away somewhere down there on a frequency that's like listening really, really tight, so it doesn't really bother anybody else. That if you call it, it'll call you back and send you a real signal report. That'd be pretty daggone cool.
So here we go. It's definitely been tried.
Yeah.
It's just there's not enough people on 2 meter. Like
we've done 2 meter CW.
There's a group of us that try to do 2 meter SSB and 2 meter CW, and you'll call and get no one. And maybe I'm sure there's areas in the country where it would work really great, but I'm just not in one myself, and evidently Brian's not either because he's done the same thing.
Yeah. The only time you really have fun with it is probably at a ham fest with other folks that have that capability that are close to you. Like I'm sure at Montesano, during the Huntsville Ham Fest, you can probably get 2 meter sideband, 2 meter CW activated there in the park.
Now I did try 2 meters at the summit today, but like I said, I was up there around all those towers, and there was actually somebody on 5.2. And I could hear them talking, but it was just too much interference. So.
I don't know if you can have a beacon on 20 meters or not. A good point. But I don't think that'll be interesting.
Brian said he's called for hours on 2 meter SSB and CW at Montesano.
Not during a ham fest. Yeah, like on a regular day. Yeah. Yeah, I can see that.
If you want to do 2 meter sideband for POTA, go to a POTA park and hunt linear satellites. That's what I'm going to do.
Mexican POTA. No, I didn't work them today, but I got a lot of Mexican parks. That young lady that I got some from a gentleman down there and a couple from a young lady who operates down there.
I hope they were actually Mexican calls, because if they're not, they're going to be removed.
They were.
Because we all know that somebody tried that a few years back, and all those logs got removed.
Yeah.
Because you cannot, if you are not a Mexican citizen, use ham radio in Mexico.
That is true. Yeah, a POTA laser. Okay. Yeah. Awesome. Where's 4510 in relation to you, Daryl? Is it that far away? Yeah, crickets. I was reading the chat. I was kind of scrolled up. I can't talk and read at the same time because I'll start reading what I'm talking.
Actually,
what I'm reading.
Sometime in the next month, I actually have a 3 for summit. A summit with a POTA 3 for coming up.
Oh, that's cool.
And I have a feeling I'll get quite a few 2 meter contacts on that one. Maybe not sideband or CW, but regular 2 meter.
I mean, 45 miles for a 2 meter contact. That's not shabby.
So.
Yeah. About the distance between here and that'll be a good trek for a repeater from here, because I don't have a line of sight to much.
So Eric, the SO50 is my go-to on FM. It's like my never fail. What is the linear bird of that? What is the linear bird of never fail? Hey, welcome, Don.
Yeah, what's up, buddy?
Good to see the man who ruined my life.
Yeah, he's responsible. Yeah, that is, you did it for sure.
I'm definitely more of an HF guy.
9 Alpha for Golf Echo. Now 9 Alpha is Croatia, if I'm not mistaken. Let me rack up my brain here. Good to see you, buddy.
Yeah, I'm definitely more of an HF guy.
Yeah, HF.
I'm on HF every day, but I do try to do a bunch of satellites on VHF and UHF. So
yeah, welcome from Croatia.
Yeah, I'm on HF every single day.
Now it's early morning over there, isn't it? What time is it over there? Man, either early morning or late night.
Hey Don, you can. Yeah, I'm glad you answered with the RS-44 because that's the one I've already put into my alerts. That's the one that I plan on going to first because it looked pretty active. So good. I'm glad you answered with that. So
52 after midnight. Okay. Oh, so you're right on the. Okay, cool. What did Eddie say?
I don't know, what did he say.
You'll never forget my QSO with Robbie on my 12 element beam on 2 meters. Got him in the park from here.
Yeah, the 12 element beam.
I used to have one, actually. I had a 2 meter beam at my parents' house when I first got licensed back in the late 90s. I had a 2 meter beam. Yeah.
Well, I've got a couple of 2 meter 440 beams.
Yeah.
They're handheld beams, but
No. Mine was big, mounted on top of the house on poles with a rotor and all that kind of stuff. And a couple of folded dipoles for 2 meters.
So Zygu G90, FTX DX10, and the Icom 9700 for rigs. More to come.
There you go. That's a good start.
That's the problem with it. There's always more to come. We streamed a little when I was moving here last weekend, and we was letting people guess how many radios were in the vehicle, and everybody underguessed the radios.
Yeah.
So, yeah, good stuff. Anyway, we are headed up to the top of the hour.
Yeah,
Dan,
indeed.
what do you got coming up?
Time flies when you're having fun. Thanks everybody for joining us this hour and on this Sunday, episode 142 of Shenanigans. I don't have much coming up. Another week at work. Hopefully everybody has a good week coming up. And Izzo, good to see you, buddy. What's up, James?
What's up with me?
Yeah.
I will be actually going to eat some more steak right here after the stream. I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna eat some more steak. And then I'm gonna go out and do a late shift photo at a twofer. I got to make sure I get Miss Toby tonight. She needs me to get her tonight. So I'm going out to do late shift photo for Toby. And other than that, I'll be on the video train and the POTA train every day this week. I've been back to dropping shorts and TikToks every day, except for days that I drop videos, which are Sunday. Well, I even dropped shorts today, but Sunday I stream, Wednesday I stream, Thursday I drop videos, and Saturday is Satellite Saturday. But every other day than that, I drop shorts and TikToks. So plenty of videos to watch and plenty of time to catch me on the radio. So if you do POTA and you do not have me in your log, you don't do POTA. So remember that, guys. Put me in your ham alerts. You're not a real POTA hunter until you're in the log. That's just all. I don't know what more to say. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight, and we'll catch y'all on the air. 73.
See you guys.